right, taking a break from some live action. But, of course, if anything happens in any of these games, we will get you right back there and give you the fantasy ins and outs. But we are in the fan cave, and you never know who's going to stop by. So we love having guests. We're going to talk to
Hollywood suck-ups.
But pretty much. And you, yeah.
I am.
Is just another name that you can name drop in your everyday speech. Michael Rapaport, actor and director in the house. How you doing? How are you? Thanks for being here. All right. You're a big fantasy football guy,
I'm a big fan, and this is supposed to be the fantasy lounge. I want to know who just scored for the Chargers. Everybody's looking around like they don't.
Phillip Rivers. I know you have him in your league. He threw a touchdown to backup tight end John Phillips.
All right,
Not
good.
to Brandon Oliver, who I have. And I want to look at this team and kind of size it up. We have yours, and I mean, you're very wise because you added Chris Ivory.
Yeah, at the last minute.
At the last minute.
Now, why did you do that?
Because I was watching the pregame and I was talking to my counsel, which is my son and his friend, and 12 and 11 years old.
Of course.
And we discussed in the pregame and that they were going to run. That the only way that the Jets could play safely and progressively.
And you can't trust Chris Johnson, who's being phased out. So
right. And I had started him every other week, but I was just so disgusted by the week before. But at the last minute, I said, "Boom, let me go with Ivory in."
Who'd you put him in instead of?
Stewart on Carolina.
Oh, that's a wise choice.
I do a radio show on Sirius XM, and I have 7-year-old twins.
Yes.
And sometimes I do a segment with them called Twin Talk. They're sometimes more accurate than me, and I allow people to call me a guru. So
Absolutely, absolutely.
You just never know. Now, I understand you're in a league, the Howard Stern League.
Yes.
And I know a lot of guys in that league.
Yes.
My boy is Will Murray, and he's talking smack about he took you down last week.
He took me down last week, but that was it was a amalgamation.
Right.
Okay, and I don't even know what that word means. I'm
gonna go look that up right now.
Yeah, check that up. I don't even know. You know what? But
wow. I
don't remember how we lost, but it was because Chris Ivory, I had him out there. That was disgusting. And my Seattle Seahawks Legion of Nothing.
Right.
They're supposedly the Legion of. They're just killing me. They're killing me.
The Legion of Gloom.
The Legion of Nothing. The Legion of we don't get you any points.
Michael, I'm looking at your team. You got Peyton Manning, but you also have Phillip Rivers on your bench. Those are two great QBs. You got to dish one of them, right?
I'm trying to. These guys in this Howard Stern League, they're like it's like the sissy league over there. Right. No one will make trades.
Yeah,
no one will make transactions. It's personal because I'm a winner. See, and I'm dominating the league.
You're very intense.
Oh, no, and I beat Matt Berry.
Right.
So now there's like a commiseration to keep me down. So I put Phillip Rivers on the block. I didn't even get a discussion.
Right. Well,
so now I took him off the block.
What should he get back
I was
for
supposed to be in that league, and they're afraid, quite frankly.
They're fearful.
Yeah.
For Phillip Rivers, you don't give up. You don't give him up for nothing,
I'm
right?
looking at some players. Are you looking at a running back or a wide receiver?
I need someone who's going to put some points. So either a really good running back or even a flex.
Someone like Andre Ellington.
That would be great.
Would be even Ahmad Bradshaw.
I tried to get Gronk because Jason Kaplan from the Howard Stern show.
Yeah.
He offered me Phillip Rivers for somebody for Fred Jackson.
Jackson, who got hurt today.
Went out
yeah.
today.
So I said no. I said I need Fred Jackson and Gronk.
But
He
you know
said
what?
no.
Sometimes you have to give up a little bit more than you're getting back just to make a deal because he's not doing you any good on your bench.
I know.
It's true.
I know.
It's a pride thing, I feel like.
It is a pride
We're
thing.
We're going to talk Giants. We've got Giants-Cowboys underway, and it is on your screen, so you can watch it while we talk to Michael Rapaport. Let's talk Giants. Giants or Jets fan?
Giants or Jets? I'm a Giants fan.
Okay.
But I like the Jets. I'm not a Jets hater. Like, I want to see them do well. I'm not like one of these crazy New York guys who hates. You know, I like the Jets.
And you have Ivory on your team. I don't see any Giants on your team, though. What's the deal?
Hey, listen, this is fantasy.
You don't draft with your heart.
I don't know. No. This is business. This isn't for fun. This is for the points and for the money. You know what I'm saying?
Now, your documentary that you directed, the 30 for 30 special on the Garden, that's got to be awesome for you as a New York guy. I'm sure you're a Knicks fan and a Garden fan.
Definitely.
Talk about the special.
Man, you know, it's a lot of pleasure to direct When the Garden Was Eaten. I grew up, I'm a lifelong New York Knicks fan. Basketball is my favorite sport, although I did have a short career playing tackle football, but it was short. Because when guys started, going through puberty, that's when you separate things. Because it was like, you're 15.
I like the differentiation. Just to mention, it is tackle football.
Yeah, I said that. But when I was about 14, I retired because I was playing against guys that had chests on their hair in their chest. Anyway, When the Garden Was Eaten, it's ESPN 30 for 30.
Incredible.
It covers the story of the 1970-73 New York Knicks teams. Awesome. And with Willis Reed, Phil Jackson, Walt Frazier. And it's really about the development and of the NBA becoming an entertainment league.
And there's never seen footage? Never seen footage.
There was a opening night game in 1963 at the Garden. Willis Reed beat up the entire Laker team, and the footage was buried. Jerry West, all of them, and it was like the closest thing you compare it to is the Ron Artest incident. And we got that footage. I begged and pleaded with David Stern and Adam Silver, and they gave us the footage. It wasn't exploitive, but the guys on the team talked about that being a defining moment of the team because they weren't going to be pushed around anymore. So that's really, cool. I think people are going to be interested in that. And, it's just a great cast of characters. And that team really changed the course of the NBA. Because before that, the NBA was like a mom-and-pop league. And the Boston Celtics dominated the league, and the only people that cared about it were people in Boston. And when that New York Knicks team won here in New York at the new Madison Square Garden in front of the Madman on Madison Avenue with those personalities and the Wall Clyde Frazier, they became stars in the NBA and Madison Square Garden, and the Knicks became like a hotspot, sort of what it is like now. And that team started it all.
When the Garden was eaten, you can catch it on ESPN October 21st.
And you're in the podcast business.
Yes, I started a podcast, the I Am Rapaport podcast, which I know you're a subscriber to, right?
Of course I am.
And your cousins, your nephews, your twins.
I'm having children just to get them to subscribe.
There you go. Yeah, so I love doing it. I love doing it because I'm big on Twitter, and I like talking Twitter, but as you could tell, like 160, that doesn't work for me. I need words, I need voice, so I'm enjoying it. And we're taking over, the podcast world slowly but surely.
It's a good time.
I love it. I love it. I sit in a room, I talk to myself, by myself, and, it's good therapy, too.
Good,
so
I
don't know if I'm going crazy or helping myself, but it's fun.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. We do have a Giants fleece-ish pullover thing, courtesy of Tommy Bahama. Hopefully some good juju for the Giants as they're trying to get stuff going here. They've gotten better and better every week. Victor Cruz gone, though, so hopefully somebody steps up. And
good luck in fantasy.
Better be
Thank you.
Odell Beckham Jr. Where are we going live, guys? Let's go live to Dell, shall we?
Now they got him involved in converting here on 3rd down, but there's just no